Ja Morant getting set for the second game of our doubleheader as his Grizzlies are in the midst of a road trip tonight, taking on the Los Angeles Lakers in Crypto.com Arena. Hey, welcome inside our Los Angeles studio. Chiney Ogumake, Brian Windhorst, Kendrick Perkins. I'm Malika Andrews. The New York Knicks, they get the win in the first game, even though I don't know that any of us expected this to be the performance that we saw from the Philadelphia 76ers. The Lakers, meanwhile, are getting set to take on the Memphis Grizzlies across the street from where we sit right now. And I can tell you, Brian, we were just over there. The look in LeBron James's eye. He doesn't have 12 points very often, leave without being excused from speaking to reporters very often, wear the black suit coming in very often.
No undershirt.
It feels like the table has been set for him trying to start to right this ship in this essential stretch.
Yeah, it's a vibe in that building right now, I can tell you. And LeBron, no free throws, no three-pointers the other night. Do you know how long it's been since that happened? Try 2016. That ain't going to happen again. How about that for a prediction?
And you're watching right there. That's the vibe by LeBron James. Anytime he dresses suited and booted, he's turned 39, he celebrated it, and now it's time to send a message. I think that's exactly what we're probably going to see because he knows that box office is on the other end. Ja Morant, Los Angeles, he's back. It's going to be a good one.
Well, the vibe is all good, well, and nice, but he also knows the stretch that is ahead of him and knows which games are truly attainable.
They got to win this game. Let's just be honest. They got to win this game.
And they got to do it in the trenches. AD and LeBron, a lot of post-ups, a lot of daddy ball. If AD, which I believe is going to dominate the matchup between him and Jaren Jackson Jr., the Lakers are going to come out victorious.
And by the way, try not to get down by 15 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Lakers.
No D'Angelo Russell in this one. Anthony Davis and LeBron James have been doing their part. We'll see how it happens tonight. That's going to do it for us. We will see you at halftime.
Orange and blue skies.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to a beautiful Friday night downtown Los Angeles. The second game of our NBA doubleheader, the Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies. Statues of Laker legends greet you upon arrival at Crypto.com Arena as the Lakers looking to bounce out of this recent rough patch against the Grizzlies team that desperately needs some wins. As we welcome you to NBA Friday, presented by State Farm. Well, it's early January, but some urgency for LeBron James and the Lakers. Meanwhile, the opponent tonight, Ja Morant and the Grizzlies, an important stretch for them as they look to get back into the picture. And good evening, everyone. Along with Doc Rivers, Mike Green on hand, George Sedano with us as well. It's a matchup of two teams that have certainly had their share of rough patches, but still have hopes of making something special out of this season. But they want to get it going right now. Let's start with the Lakers. I guess the simple question is, what's wrong with them right now?
Well, poor starts, poor three-point shooting, still searching for a lineup this late in the season when you think, well, it's still early but late. So they got to get it going. But their starts, Mike, every game they're down, they're playing from behind. They have to get it going early.
Right now, they don't have that large margin for error. Meanwhile, for the Memphis Grizzlies, they have no margin for error. Obviously, the first 25 games without Ja Morant, he's back. They're clearly playing better. What has to happen for them to make sure they play after the regular season?
Well, every game's a big game for them for the rest of the year. They're looking at the tip spot. They're just trying to get into the play-in tournament, but they have none. So they're scoring more points with Ja playing. Their fast break points, their paint points are higher. They're clearly a better team. That one guy does so many different things for this team, and they have them back. The rest of the season, they have to stay healthy.
One of the most electrifying players in all of basketball. On the road to start this three-game road trip for Memphis. Let's take a look at our starting lineups, which are delivered by Taco Bell. Morant and Marcus Smart in his first year with the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane has had a terrific season. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Bismack Biyombo. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, same starting five as the last game. As Doc referenced, Darvin Ham's been trying different combinations. It didn't work the other night. The same starting five as they lost at home to Miami to start a long homestand. We'll see how it goes tonight. You look at the Grizzlies, 1 year ago today, January 5th, 2023, the Grizzlies were 25-13, tied with Denver for first place in the Western Conference.
And many people thought at that time that they would be the team that represented the West.
Guys, they have great young talent, so well coached. So many different things happened. Obviously, the Morant suspension, obviously key injuries. But they feel if they can get it together, get into the play-in, get healthy, they could create a lot of problems for a lot of teams.
Yeah, they're the Buffalo Bills of the NBA, right? Nobody wants to see them in the playoffs.
Here's our first NFL reference of the night. Meanwhile, the Lakers again 2-8 in their last 10 games. That loss against Miami.